as far as the Jake Paul thing, Jake, I don't respect his attacks on the MMA fighters and his antics and his immaturity and stuff. But, I still would watch his fights. He's got me hooked. He plays the game very well, and he gets people interested. What's your take on just him in general and what he's doing and how he's going about being kind of the Conor McGregor to like a times 10 to everybody? I mean, he has no limits. I mean, he's talking shit to the game. He's talking shit to Usman. He's talking shit to Daniel Cormier. I mean, he literally has no limits. It's not like a controlled environment like Conor McGregor still in a fight. He's just firing it on all cylinders at everyone.
Yeah, like, look, he's also a self-proclaimed troll. He even says it. He was on a troll. Sure. So it's like, he does like skits, so it's hard to take him. Like, I don't think is he malicious? I haven't really seen anything malicious. I don't think you should touch anything on anybody's like wives and shit like that. I think stuff like that, that's where it's trouble. Like, you mess with people's like family or say something. There is stuff where it's just all right. That could become something else. I didn't like those guys talking shit to Tyrone Woodley. It's like, dude, what are you doing, guys? Like, really?
I hated
that other guy,
J Love. It's that guy, J Love, and like I made a post about that, and I never get in people's business, but when I saw that J Love or whatever his name is, who's a boxer, who's like a mediocre boxer who's been knocked out a couple times in boxing, and he was talking shit to a Hall of Famer UFC fighter, and Tyron Woodley, 5-time UFC champion. And basically saying he would mop him up right there. And then he was holding up gloves like, you don't know nothing about this. And it was just like, yeah, he doesn't know nothing about this because he fights in 4-ounce gloves. We train in those gloves. Like that's we wear those gloves to train so we don't hurt each other. And you do that to fight and actually in a sports combat environment. And that really bothered me when I saw that because this guy's like, he's lacing up Jake Paul's gloves. That's where he's at in his career. And then he's going to talk shit about a 5-time UFC champion. Like if you were successful, you wouldn't be lacing up somebody's gloves right now. You'd be doing something better.
Yeah, I mean, look, that just seems like it's low class. It's not It's not respectful, And Tyron's a laid back dude. He handles that shit better than everybody, better than I would have. It's just like because it's like, hey, you know what? If he gets to that, it's like, dude, everybody leave the room. Let's be mature about this, but everybody leave the room and let's have a conversation. Yeah. Because then the guy's not, dude. The guy knows there's a camera there. Yeah. He knows that people like even us months later or a month later. We're talking about it. Why? Because the guy, the guy did a douchebag move. Everybody knows it was douchey, the way he was talking like that. So, listen, people like to be famous just to be infamous. They're going to not do the right thing by people's standards, but they still get their name out there. Do I agree with it? No. Do I hate on a kid like Jake Paul, who obviously he's training? He's not bad.
No, he's not bad.
I mean, as far as compared to good, I don't know. Like, I don't know. You never really seen him with anybody. Right. And that's not disrespect to Ben, but we know Ben's not the guy's not a boxer. Everything's set to get the clinch and whatnot. But so until we got to see him with another guy that's like maybe looking to do the gloves or something, like a good like young kid like that. Then we'll see, something competitive. But until then, who knows, But he's definitely got some skills. He's not a punk up there. Yeah. He's getting sparring in. Obviously, it looks like he got some rounds in with Mike Perry and this and that. So look, man. Again. I don't hate on anybody. He's making some money. They got my money that night. Unfortunately, they'll never do that. First of all, it was so bad, it was actually worth it. That's how bad it was. If you've seen that event, it was like nothing. At one point, I'm watching one of the prelims, which was horrible, and they get the camera off the fight, and it's literally has the kid from Saturday Night Live who was in the King of Staten Island. What's his name?
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson's great. Yeah. Because he even knew that. So they have Pete Davidson and Snoop Dogg taking selfies, and I'm like, wait, there's a fight going on. I go, what the fuck am I? They're not even watching the fight. It's fucking great. It was the best. Dude, they're doing arm wrestling, and the guy Pete Davidson's taking pictures. Like, I just want to send this to my mom so she's proud of me.
Yeah, I thought
that guy was hysterical. He's like, I want to talk to my agent. Fire my agent. It's fucking funny. Besides that, it was a train wreck. Oh, my God. Yeah. It makes you appreciate the production at a UFC event.